Yes, my name's Owen Chambers. I'm a current student of AUT, studying a Bachelor of Business and Communication Studies conjoint. These are my classmates. They're all graduates. At the end of this year, I'll also be a graduate and I'll be joining the workforce, so yes, almost a graduate. So today I'm going to talk to you about why those grads and myself are just so good, why sustainability is awesome, and then at the end I have a challenge for you. So as the great Dizzy Rascal once said, sit up, look sharp, because guys, I'm talking to all of you, all right? So, I am a student, and I feel obliged to give you a little bit of an insight as to what we do. So sustainability is pretty much taught as an underlying theme throughout everything we do, especially in the business school. We look at it from the triple bottom line, Freeman's stakeholder theory, and sustainable brands. But I found it quite interesting when we just looked at the definition of sustainability and the idea that it was a self-perpetuating process. And when applied to business, I found that quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is essentially what we learn is that good business, in every sense of the word, is sustainable business. And that sustainable business is just problem solving. So here are some examples of where sustainability, problem solving, and communicating sustainability all collide. B-Cycle is essentially a bicycle sharing platform. It operates in 30 cities throughout the United States, one in South America. They have 3,500 bicycles that they share. The only problem was not many people used them. So to solve that, they took a leaf out of online piracy, and essentially many of the issues around piracy can be solved with a fair price, worldwide release dates, the ability to work on any device, and the ease to buy. So what B-Cycle have done is they made it cheap. It's cheaper than a gym membership, and you actually use this because you get to work on it. It's easy to use. There are 30 stations around the cities usually, and there are plenty of bikes. You can do one-way trips, so you don't have to worry about returning the bike at the end of the day. It's integrated into the city planning, so it's safe and accessible 24/7. The interface is easy to use, and users can record their distance, time traveled, calories burned, and carbon offset, and then share that with anybody they wish. So essentially, it's just an easy and accessible way to smart transport. Electric vehicles. So, what happens when problem solving encounters a monumental hurdle, like cars? The solution? Apply sport. So this is really cool. So Formula E is essentially Formula One, but with electric vehicles. It's a fully electric racing series. It promotes R&D among the manufacturers' championship and also dispels myths about electric vehicles, that they're slow and boring. So set in metropolitan areas, you get huge crowds. In one season alone, they've had 740 million press readers, 603 hours of television coverage across 180 territories, and a global race audience of 25 million. That's just after one season. It goes across the world, and people get to engage and understand what electric vehicles are all about. As you can see, there's still a vacant spot on this coming tour. So my proposition to AT and drive electric, I don't know where you guys are, is that we bring it to New Zealand. I've done the hard work. So I'm suggesting we have Party Central down at Queen's Wharf with the Cloud. We all get to learn about electric vehicles. Then we have the race circuit up past both the universities, down through the park, and finishing back at Party Central. But for from people from Wellington in the crowd, Oriental Bay Expressway, yeah, I'm thinking that could be a goer as well. So if you want, get in touch, okay? But what if the problem is about understanding our actions? What do our actions look like? So what this is a waste-to-energy plant in Copenhagen that's being constructed at the moment. To engage the community, of course, they put a ski slope on the roof. So throughout the year, you can go and ski, learn to ski on an artificial slope, but also learn about recycling and the impact that you have on your natural environment. Every time 1 ton of CO2 is released, a steam ring is released from the chimney. So you can look to the sky, count the steam rings, and see the impact that you're having on your natural environment. It's an awesome way to get people to understand the impact that they have. And that's just it at the end of the day often, understanding the impact you have on your environment. Who here drove in today? Yeah, okay. So this is 60 people in their cars, 60 people and their bikes, and then 60 people and the single bus that they could use. Again, this is 200 people in Seattle. What do your actions look like? But remember those cool grads that I showed you at the beginning? Where do we fit into all this? How do we participate in a sustainable environment? Do we have to go and do the Elon Musk thing and reinvent the world with amazing business ideas and technology? Because don't tempt us. A few of us might want to do that. If only, if only. But is that really a scalable solution to the problem? I'm not convinced. So when I graduate at the end of the year, I'm likely going to end up here, right at the bottom of the food chain, which is fine. I'm a graduate, I understand. But when I look around the room and see people with careers in sustainability, they often have managerial positions and C-suite titles. So I have a challenge to you guys out there. Make us, the graduates, choose you. Give us a pathway to a sustainable future that we can all participate in and one day lead. A self-perpetuating business should be more than just a C-suite. Thank you.